This is Catherine Isabel, and you're listening to the Knife Party Podcast. I hope you enjoy it, because I don't.
Groovy. Hello. Welcome to another edition of the Knife Party Podcast, where we live it all on the cutting room floor, and I have a good feeling about this one. Today's movie is going to be Cobra, 1986, starring Sylvester Stallone, written and directed by, kind of in a way, we'll get into that in a second. And joined with me today from fame of Sons and Shadows, also from 0 Point Reviews, and also they do a whole thing on Stargate. If you're really nerdy, this would be the Kevin Smith. Kevin, welcome to the show.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Hey, what's going on, man? And Kevin's having a little bit of difficulties with his speakers, but hopefully when he hears the playback, he'll be happy with the results.
No, what it was is my audio was set to my microphone, which is obviously not speakers. It's like, hey, I bought these really expensive headsets to, be able to hear everything in 4K. Let's get it.
Oh.
It just didn't have the right setting. No, because I'm neglecting.
All right, we're going to get into all of that in just a moment, but first, remember, this show is brought to you by the Patreons. Patreon.com/KnifePartyPod is where you go. We have a free trial there. You can go ahead and sign up. And if you sign up before the end of, August, I'm going to say August, you're going to get your Season 5 t-shirt coming up. It's to all members. It's going to be my one annually present to you. And it just so happens to be on the Kevin Conroy's death day, because that's when the show first started, just coming on 5 years ago. But I know, right? Time flies. And also, if you're a member of Patreon, you not only get this show, but you also get our other not safe for work shows, such as Knife Party Pod. Or sorry, of course you're getting Knife Party Pod. I meant Slimework Radio with Hoodcast AF's own Jonathan Fallon and other guests. You also get my video game show that I'm actually researching on right now, and that's called Midnight Ramen. And also we have Night Party After Dark. Usually that's when an episode is too stupid to air, and so I just throw it on there just because, if it's recorded, might as well, as long as it doesn't incriminate me or accuse me of murder or something. And if you have a local business and you're a Patreon, I will shout you out like Caps and Cork on the borderlands of Vallejo, California and American Canyon. Caps and Cork is where I go to get all my adult beverages needs. They are cool dudes with no attitudes, multilingual, single, and ready to mingle. And right now I'm drinking a 805 Cerveza with lime. It's got a really low light alcohol, but on a hot day, it's perfect and refreshing and liming and delicious. I also answer every and all emails at knifepartypod@yahoo.com because I keep it old school. Kevin, where do we find you before we dive into this piece of Limburger from the 80s?
You could find me on the Twitter at KCS Kevin Smith. And you could also find me anywhere, always on YouTube at Sons and Shadows.
Smash that like button.
Yep. Just type in Sons and Shadows, click on that, you'll see our big S logo. Not big ass logo, but big S logo.
Yeah.
Go ahead and click on that and go through the live shows. We've got Deadwire Live, which happens every Saturday night, which is kind of like a radio show mixed with the news, but very, very damn funny because none of it's real. It's real, but it's just,
yeah.
We're not giving professional opinions.
You're not trying to win a Pulitzer.
No. There's a lot of F-bombs in my reports.
Speaking of which, let's try to keep it clean for the first 14 minutes. As you know, the algorithm, how that works, because we are also on YouTube. I don't promote the channel much, but I think it's at Father Heel. And I'm also at Father Heel, and heel spelled like your foot, H-E-E-L, on Twitter. If you want to join in to these recordings, we do them every Wednesday on X at 6 Pacific Standard Time. So there you go. If you want to join in, go ahead and shoot me a follow. I'll follow you back, just as long as you don't put anything incriminating or disgusting on there. But if you want to, put boobies up or something, I'm cool with that. I mean, disgusting stuff like I don't know, Tub Girl or Lemon Party, please. You know what's funny is how quaint that is. That's so our generation. That kids now are so that they're so. You're a dad, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Happy belated Father's Day, by the way.
Likewise.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, I'm just a cat dad, but you know what I mean. Man, do I got notes on this movie? So, Kevin, we talked about this, and the reason why I have so many notes on this movie, this was actually one of my first reviews planned, and I couldn't get a guest to do it because the person that requested it, we used to do this thing on my show called Stop the Bike. Now if anyone requests anything, I just do it unless we've already done it, or I don't feel like doing it. I'm kind of, yeah. Like, for instance, like, I'm never going to do a Star Trek thing. There's a million of them out there, or Star Wars, rather. There's a million reviewers on that. I try to do the more obscure stuff, like Cobra, which you've never seen this movie, but it was recommended to me by our first Patreon, David Benson, about 4 years ago. And he said, "You've never seen this movie?" And I said, "No, I've never seen this movie." And he goes, "Dude, it is 80s awesome cheese. You've got to see it. It is so bad, it's good." And boy, I'm telling you, after watching the Blu-ray and all the special features on it and collecting over 2 pages of full paragraph notes, do I have a lot to say about this?
Oh, all right. So let's start with what you told me last episode.
Okay.
You said this was loosely based on Thomas Harris's Red Dragon.
I was wrong.
They couldn't get the. Oh, you were wrong. Okay.
I was wrong.
Okay.
I have to correct myself. There was parts in it that was. I was wrong on that. I misspoke. What I meant to say is that it was influenced by, but it wasn't based off of. This was actually based off the script of Beverly Hills Cop.
Really?
No bull. Stallone loved the script and wanted to do it, but he goes, "I'm going to make changes to it." So he did make changes to it, and then Universal took one look at this and go, "What the hell is this movie? It's not an action movie. It's kind of a horror movie. What is this supposed to be?" He's like, "It's supposed to be a vehicle for my new character Cobra, because Cobra, he's you're the crime and you're the cancer and he's the cure. Cobra's gonna kick everyone's ass." So anyway, I misspoke on that one. But no, there was some Red Dragon influence in here, apparently. Yes. This was actually based, also, he happened to be reading the novel Fair Game by Paula Grossling that came out in the 70s under a different title called Running Duck. So it's a combination between Running Duck, sprinkling a little bit of Red Dragon, and Beverly Hills Cop. But Red Dragon came out in the 80s, right? Because this came out in 86.
Yeah, I want to say so, because Manhunter, I think, was 86 or 88.
Okay, yeah, the movie version, right? That everyone tells that, which it's weird because people are divided. People say it's better than the original Silence of the Lambs and Red Dragon, and other people go, no, it's trash. And I think you're in the it's trash file. Okay, all right. Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop wanted to rewrite. And the funny thing is that Beverly Hills Cop even had as an Easter egg in the movie, there's a Cobra poster when Alex Foley is walking down the street.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and it's in the same montage where he sees Eddie Murphy, or Axel Foley rather, sees 2 people in the Raw Delirious outfit. Remember, and he's walking, nice. And he goes, and he sees them. Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember that.
Okay, part. you had
you know what this really reminded me of, though?
Oh, do tell.
I mean, I get Beverly Hills Cop, but there is a this cop, the badass cop, the lone wolf, the Ronin. It's a trope, and it was a trope at this point.
Yeah, Dirty Harry kind of, or Death Wish, if you will, but more Dirty Harry.
Yes, exactly. I saw this, and I saw Dirty Harry, and I didn't dislike it. It was like Dirty Harry for the 80s, and it was cool.
Cool. I'm glad you like it.
I mean, what Dirty Harry did we get in the 80s that was cool?
Yeah. I mean, you could say like, I mean, Death Wish, but that was more late 70s. And also, he wasn't a cop. He was just trying to avenge his wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Also, too, by the way, if you ever saw the Eli Roth remake of Death Wish with with God, what's his name? Bruce Willis. Better than the original. I swear to you, it's very good.
Really?
I
didn't know Eli Roth did it. Okay.
It's very good. The only thing I hate about it is it has Mancow in it, and I hate Mancow because I'm a fan of radio, and Mancow is just like a human piece of garbage. But besides that, it's a great movie. Speaking of great,
did you listen to him when he was on K-Don?
I was an Opie and Anthony guy.
Okay.
And I remember Mancow and them used to be enemies, so I did listen to a lot of Mancow because they were also on free FM, and I used to listen to free FM all the time because they had Corolla, Opie and Anthony, Mancow, John London's Inferno. It was back in the early 2000s when we actually had talk radio that was edgy and not like all politics all the time.
Oh, I heard him back in the 90s when he was on 102.5 K-Don in San Jose.
I remember that.
He was funny at that point. At that point, but then he was so scatterbrained for me that I couldn't pay attention to it. Speaking of paying attention, I actually, when I was writing my review for this movie this afternoon, this movie's got such bad ratings, it went down on Rotten Tomatoes by a percentile while I was watching it. I'm not kidding you. Wow. This has never happened. So that's impressive.
It went from a credit score of 22. It now sits at a 21 within a 24-hour period. The audience score gives it a 44. I think this is criminally underrated. What would you give this, Kevin Smith?
I'd give this a 5.3 at least.
Okay, out of 10. So more.
Yeah.
All right. So 53%.
It's definitely entertaining me. I mean, it's stupid as all get out. It's not realistic.
No.
And that was my dad's huge complaint about action movies back in the 80s. Because he was a cop. He's like, that's not how it would happen. It's like, Dad, just watch the movie.
Yeah, the bullet count is way off. There's no way he would have access to grenades in that really cool custom MP5. There's no way they'd let him walk around with, I'm not sure if it was a Beretta Mark V or a 1911 Mark V, in his pants with the hammer up and safety off pointed at his balls the whole time. Did that bother you?
Yeah.
Did that bother?
Yes.
It bothered me because I go to the range all the time, or not all the time, less likely than I like to, but I really do like target shooting. It's one of my hobbies. It's because I want to feel that my video game playing all these years has paid off, and it does. But that is like the biggest no-no, and that's the number one biggest no-no you never do. And in handling a firearm is put it in your trousers. What the fuck?
No.
Jesus, man.
Everybody knows that. At least they should.
Luckily, we crossed the 12-minute mark after I let off that F-bomb. Whew, I feel better. But you know why he can do it, though? Because he's Cobra, and he doesn't play by the rules. He gets to have grenades and cool guns. And also, he's got his own special customized MP5. And also, his 1911 has a Cobra snake on it. Oh, and by the way, did you notice his awesome 50s mobile that has nitrous in it? Probably illegal in LA, but it doesn't matter because he's Cobra. Sorry. I have to do the 80s cheese thing every time 80s cheese happens. It's kind of the gimmick of this show. So yeah, your dad was a cop, eh?
Yeah, which is really funny because I grew up to be a pothead.
That's usually how it works.
I wanted to be a cop. I really did. And then I realized, like, I like fascism way more than I like, rights. Like, Batman was the way to go. And then I realized, oh, wait, dude, Batman's a fascist. That's not okay. People have rights.
Well, where'd you put Iron Man in that one? Because Iron Man and Batman are kind of like clones of each other, but Iron Man's more of a capitalist patriot, He's like, that's the way Dad did it, and that's the way I do it.
Yeah. Whereas, like, Batman is just like, no, he broke a crime, or he made a crime. We're going to kick his ass.
Yeah.
Except for he got a little bit better with
By the way, did we have this conversation? I brought up Kevin Conroy. He is my Batman. I think he's your favorite as well, right?
Yes, absolutely.
But on the silver screen, you got to go Keaton, right? Oh, no,
Keaton and Affleck.
No, you said Affleck. That's right. That's where we had our little discussion. I remember that. And you said, do yourself a favor and watch it. I'm still getting around to it. It actually is on my list. But I was actually thinking in November, I was going to review a couple of Batman movies just to honor Kevin Conroy. So we're going to do that. Oh, by the way, futures, just letting you guys know what we're going to be doing pretty soon. We're going to honor our Patriots for 4th of July, I'm going to be counting down my top 10 favorite American war movies. And Kevin, you could jump in on this if you want to, but no responsibility, because the next thing we have 2 weeks from now is Blood Diner, which you've never seen, and it is a bit of craziness. But anyway, there you go. There's our schedule coming up.
And it's on Tubi for everyone listening at home. If you want to watch it in advance, so you can know what we're talking about.
Yes,
it's on Tubi right now.
And also, I got the last Blu-ray from Amazon, and boy, oh boy, am I happy I did, because I think I'm pretty sure the Tubi version I saw was edited a little bit.
No.
Did they show the topless girls doing jumping jacks?
I don't know. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, okay.
It's on my list.
I'm pretty sure it's edited, but maybe not. But we'll see. Okay, so get this. In the original script for Cobra, he had a wife or a girlfriend who's killed by a psychopath. And Detective Monty was actually the original cult leader, and that's why he's so discouraging. And this change was made later. Also, the shootout at the grocery store was supposed to be set in a movie theater, which, speaking of Batman, kind of in poor taste for me to bring that up. But
the Monarch.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get more to some crazy things left out of this. And dig this: Bridget Nielsen and Stallone were actually married during the filming of this.
Yep. And
I'm surprised you knew that. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, dude. She's they were together for a while. I want to say they were having an affair before they got married.
Oh, okay. How many times has Stallone been married? Like 5 or 6?
I think so, something like that.
Because he had a bunch of like strings of 1-year marriages, didn't he?
I want to say so, and he's got a grip of kids, and I don't think they're all with the same mom.
Interesting.
But I mean, I ain't one to judge.
All right, let's talk about. Oh yeah, go ahead.
If I was that wealthy, I
Elon Musk it and just have like a brood.
A brood.
I mean, I don't know what else to call it. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I think a brood kind of makes sense.
Yes, yeah. A brood is better than a litter, because a litter is just one shot.
Yeah, exactly. A brood is like all genes would work well together. That's my Brian. Sorry, I'm not a very good Elon Musk guy, but America, USA, let's have babies. I don't know. I'm good at impressions. I can't do South African or South American rather.
He's inbred. It doesn't matter.
Okay, there you go. Well, he's got a brilliant brain. I respect him for that. But anyway, I think that Tesla drivers are awful, because whenever I see someone cheating and driving on the shoulder, it's always a Tesla. Always, always a Tesla. And I'm like, You're making BMW look good, Tesla. What the hell is going on here? Anyway,
Tesla is the first car to choose suicide.
I know what you mean. I don't know if I'll ever trust self-driving cars. Give it another 10 years maybe, and I'll trust it. My Toyotas have drive assist, and I've only trusted it when I was really, really wasted. If, in fact, I ever drove wasted, which I don't. I don't do that. I would never do that. You know why I wouldn't?
Not drunk.
No, not at all. I would never do that. We have listeners that are on the force, and I respect you. I just wish you would be more like Cobra, kicking ass in the name of the law. Anyway, Brian Thompson
Dude.
is so good in this movie, right?
He might be one of my all-time favorite bad guys, just like ever.
So the thing is, I didn't even know who he was. Of course, I remember the first scene of Terminator, but I didn't know that was him. Laundry Day, nothing clean, right? Because he was actually a theater major and was able to like lower his voice and he does a deeper octave in this movie than he does in anything else. And later he got cult status fame from the X-Files. He was on a couple episodes of those, I believe.
Yes, he was a recurring villain. Nobody knew what he was. He was like an alien-human hybrid.
Yeah, couldn't he like change shapes or something?
I think so.
Or change his face or something?
Of him.
Yeah. Or he was able to he was like a changeling where he could like mimic other people or kind of like T-1000-ish, but not as powerful.
Yes.
By the way.
Well, maybe just as. He was pretty strong.
Speaking of which, I just rewatched the Cameron cut of Terminator 2. Have you ever seen the Cameron cut?
No, I don't think so.
Oh my God. Dude, do yourself a favor. The Cameron cut is probably about 30 minutes longer, and it's got so many good scenes that were edited out of the movie because... Yeah.
Where Kyle and Sarah, or Sarah thinks she's talking to Kyle. Okay, that was really good.
And he tells her to escape that moment right then. And also the scene where they remove the chip to keep Arnold from learning, the T-800 from learning. And then she's about to, Sarah Connor's about to smash it with a hammer. And then he puts his hand over. He goes, "No, Mom, don't." Like, he's our only hope. You know, that all that. So many great scenes that, like, if you watch T2, you go, wait a minute. Something must have happened because they skip from here to here. But anyway, in the Cameron cut, it's a way better film. But that's what's funny about Cameron is almost everything sci-fi and 80s kind of comes back to him, whether it be Bill Paxton and Brian Thompson in Terminator 1 and also in this movie. But Brian Thompson, by the way, next to Arnold looks small, but next to Stallone actually is very menacing, wouldn't you say?
I would say so, yes. And a lot of it is the way that they shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, from the angles and whatnot, because Stallone is a very short man. Everybody knows that. He's
only like 5'8" or 5'9", right?
He's less than that.
Huh.
I want to say he's shorter than me, and I'm 5'7". I want to say he's like 5.
Really? So he's like Chris Benoit size.
Yes. And so,
speaking of which, shout out to Chris Benoit, 19 years ago today. Saw that when I was on the Bull this morning.
No shit.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
It sucks because he was one of my favorite wrestlers, and it just sucks that, like, you know, not only that a tragedy, that is such a tragic thing, not only for wrestling, but just like a week after Father's Day and everything else. But yeah, that was 19 years ago. Damn, does time fly?
Jesus Christ, man.
I know.
You know, Paul
Levesque?
Heyman.
Oh, Paul Heyman, yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty blunt on the people that blame CTE.
Yeah.
And he's just very much pointing the finger at, you know what, he made his decision. He did what he did.
Hey, man, he did like...
I don't know.
So many
is
diving
that what
headbutts. That's what they said.
Need to tell themselves to not feel?
Well, let's put it this way.
It?
When they cut open his brain, he had the brain of an 8-year-old. That's what they said.
Christ.
Like, he had so much cottage cheese from CTE, and he was missing so many of the neurons. It looks like cotton candy in your brain. They were all severed. So he was like almost a bipolar psychopath at the time, you know, because after he did what he did, I'm not going to mention it. He actually sat and watched the current pay-per-view and like texted his friends. And like, while there was two bodies, while there was two bodies still in his house.
In the weight room, no less.
And then the way he eliminated himself is, he pulled down like, I think 480 pounds and then wrapped the bar around his neck and just let go. And he was, that is messed up, man. Anyway, but Brian Thompson also is a serial killer in this movie.
But a nice guy in real life.
Very nice guy in real life. In fact, did you know he auditioned 7 times? And Stallone's like, he's too nice. I don't want him in the movie.
What? No.
Yep. He goes, he's too nice of a guy. And then when he found out that he was in Terminator, you know how the Stallone-Arnold feud is going on. He's like, maybe I'll see him again. Put him in here. I want to talk to him. Maybe one more time. And then, and I saw Brian Thompson interviewed on my Blu-ray, and it turns out he and I have this weird thing in common. He, in junior high school, played the bass clarinet, which is a very unique and interesting instrument that not a lot of people look like, or not a lot of people play. If you've ever seen one, it looks like a black saxophone. It's kind of sexy.
Yeah.
It's also made famous in the movie House because a bass clarinet and oboe and a cello do most of the soundtrack.
That's true.
Yeah, fun fact.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Brian Thompson, you know when he's like, "Okay, pig, I'm going to cut out your eyes, pig." That whole scene, Stallone couldn't be bothered because he had money riding on a game, basketball game to be exact, and he wasn't even in the room. So the female cop that's the betrayer, she was actually the one there, and he was yelling at her.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's harsh.
And then so after the game, that's when they filmed the whole scene with like the really cool fatality at the end, you know, like the impalement. By the way, we're going to talk about death scenes in this movie, but that is a awesome, epic way to go as a villain.
Getting impaled and then lit on fire.
Exactly.
That was dope because it was a slow cooking too.
Yeah, exactly. So this was edited very, very heavily. This original movie was 2 hours and a half, but
oh my God, they cut over an hour of movie time.
Dude, they slapped an X rating on it, and Warner Brothers was not happy. Now remember, this is pre-RoboCop, but yeah. I will tell you that this has deaths per minute it's insane. But we're gonna get in that in a second. So they cut out it to 84 minutes, and most of the cutouts were all gore and violence and action scenes, which I really wish that it would have somehow survived on a special edition, but there's no special edition out there.
Oh my God, is this like Event Horizon where they just lost the footage?
Well, they found the footage in Event Horizon. Remember, didn't I tell you this?
No.
They found it in the Carpathian Mountains, dude. The lost footage was just in some weird salt mine in the Carpathian Mountains for no reason.
Vigo.
We're gonna have to talk about Event Horizon down the line, you and I, because I know that you're a huge fan of that movie. I'm a huge fan of that movie, and I am just
that was my favorite 90s horror film.
That I'm waiting on bated breath. I think you know what? I want to say it's mine too. I'm waiting on bated breath for the Dead Space if we ever get it by Carpenter, because I think that's good. But you do know that there is a sequel to Event Horizon that's been greenlit, but we don't know who's in it or what's happening.
There's been a comic book that's been written and released, and they are waiting to see how well that comic book sells.
Interesting. Well, hey, shout out. If you like that movie, go buy that comic book. It might be worth money soon. Shoot.
Yeah, right? Like I told Gail Simone, if you get to write one of the crossovers that Marvel's doing this year with the Muppets, I will buy the first comic book that I've bought in 20 years. And she didn't say nothing to me. And I'm like, all right, girl, I know how you are.
You have better connections than me, man. I'm telling you what, though, if we need sequels for a few movies, I'm going to lay my 3 favorite movies that need a sequel. Event Horizon, definitely number 1. It needs a sequel. Willy's Wonderland definitely needs a sequel. It needs a sequel so bad. So bad it needs one. And probably number 3, and I hate like damn to say this, but they actually need to remake the Vampire, or sorry, the sequel that needs to be made is Vampire Lestat, which is the sequel book to Interview with the Vampire. They've never done it. They skipped right over to Queen of the Damned, which actually wasn't even written. It sucked, and it wasn't even written by Anne Rice. It was written by a ghostwriter. And
what?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, Anne Rice was busy working on her Witches series, and so someone else wrote Queen of the Damned, and she just slapped her name on it.
The book or the movie?
The book.
Motherfucker.
I know, because I was a huge Anne Rice. Dude, when I was 12, I was the biggest Anne Rice, Vampire Masquerade, Lost Boy, anything vampires I was in. I was and I read
books that were read by F. Murray Abraham.
What? One more time? I'm sorry, you cut out.
Did you have the audiobook to Interview with the Vampire?
No, but I did have
it by F. Murray Abraham, and it's amazing.
I'm gonna have to check it out then. F. Murray. Hold on, let me write that down. Actually, you know what? Can you text that to me? I actually want to check that out.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah. By the way, if you want to send me stuff, you can always do it at knifepartypoddy.com. But no, when I was like 12 to about 15, I was obsessed with Anne Rice, Mark Ryan Hagen, anything vampires I was in. Like my daily watch schedule is, I swear to God, I would either watch Lost Boys Interview or Dracula nightly. I mean, nightly, dude. I love those movies growing up. And I would read my ass off, and it was always like either Penguin Stories, which was like a compilation. It was like a 500-page book on just vampire stories. I'd reread Dracula over and over again. I had a first edition that I got from my grandmother, Interview with the Vampire, that was signed. And when I fell on really hard times, I had to sell it on eBay, and I only got $60 for it. I know. If I had it now. Oh, and it was in really good condition. The only damage was the book jacket.
Still.
Dude, it was hard times. It was one of those things where I lost my job and we were moving and I didn't know what to do, and so I was like, screw it, I'm selling it.
You do what you have to.
Yeah, I know. Luckily, my physical media collection is pretty awesome. Maybe I will grace that book into my gallery once more. Okay, did you know that Cobra actually had 2 remakes, kind of remakes, kind of.
Kind of. Demolition Man.
No, D-Man. Oh, first off, how dare you? D-Man is amazing. Well, this movie's amazing,
Yes.
but not as good as D-Man. I think D-Man might be as good as RoboCop. I think. Okay, it's
up there.
maybe not as good, but it's up there. By the way,
lacks the violence.
yeah, but D-Man's great though. It's just and I love how Taco Bell is the only restaurant.
Yes, the social commentary is stellar.
But Dennis Leary kind of ruins it for me a little bit because it's like, oh, great, we get to have your comic thing about eating rat and smoking cigarettes, and kind of ruin it.
Which he doesn't even stand for anymore because he's like, his brother survived lung cancer, so I mean, bless him, he's repented that shit. But like, you're right, it got gimmicky with his shtick, and it didn't need to. They needed it to fit his character. His like persona rather than the character of whoever Edgar Friendly was.
By the way, how do you think the 3 seashells work?
Wipe, rinse, repeat.
See, I think I think one is I think they're connected to hoses, and the first one's
It's
hot.
got to be scooping.
I think the first one is hot water. It sprays out hot water. And they're connected to hoses. I think the second one is soap, and I think the third one is a skin toner.
Ooh, that's nice. Like an aloe.
Yeah, like an aloe, like rose petal mist.
Yeah, like sorry that was so hard on your beehole. We know you just had a day.
Yeah, I mean it's either that or you curse and get like the swear jar thing spitting you out tickets that you wipe your butt with, which actually is a terrific scene. By the way, some people say that might be the most that movie might have the most racist scene of all time, besides Blazing Saddles.
Really?
It's when Wesley Snipes is in the museum and he goes ching chong ching chong.
Oh, yee!
You forgot about that, didn't you?
Yeah.
A lot of people forgot about the ching chong moment, but that happened. And apparently Wesley Snipes made up that it wasn't even in the script.
Ooh, so he racist.
Better bet on black. You know what I'm saying?
There's the secret. A lot of racist people or people that claim racism are racist.
Oh, you know what?
Everybody's
It's funny.
racist.
Live by the sword, die by the sword kind of thing, right? So anyway,
Kinda, but
yeah, go ahead.
I think people are better off watching shows by people that have like, instead of like that are just like outwardly racist towards everybody. Well, everyone but himself. Look at the Wayans brothers, or the Wayans family, not the brothers, the family, the whole goddamn family.
Yeah, we just talked about
Making
this.
fun of
Yeah,
everybody.
we just talked about I'm gonna get you sucker is like it could not be made today, but it's fantastic. And it's self-deprecating.
Scary Movie 6.
Yes, and it's self-deprecating, but you would have like an Al Sharpton type coming out going, "This movie is bad for the community." It's like, is it? It's funny. Come on now, and it's hilarious, and also, it actually depicts our veterans better than it does like a lot of other movies. Jeez,
Oh yeah, it totally does. I mean, with the one exception where they're joking that they were both accountants.
Yeah, but I mean, let's look. Moral of the story: let's keep gold chains out of our community, okay? Because you could die of over golden. So this was remade in 1995, starring Cindy Crawford and Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Fair Game. Cindy Crawford and a Baldwin was Cobra's remake because it was based off the same book that this was based off of. So in a way, Fair Game is a remake. Also, sadly, it got lower than this did at 15% on the tomato meter and 14% with audience scores. I didn't think anything with Cindy Crawford on it could be lower than 20% because she's a bit of all right. But
did you not see The Peacemaker, dude?
I love The Peacemaker. Wait, Peacemaker starring John Cena?
No. I think it was called Peacemaker. It was Cindy Crawford and George Clooney.
Oh, no. I've totally erased that from my brain. I forgot about that. But now that you bring it up, oh, my God. Anyway, it was remade again by the same title, Fair Game. And it got 78 and 65, and it stars the insufferable Sean Penn. And I don't say that because of politics. I say that because people on stage or people on set cannot stand him.
He's never been a likable person.
I know my ex-girlfriend once made him a sandwich, and he did tip her $5, and this was like 1993 money. So
I guess that's okay.
Oh, not 93. Sorry, like 97, 98 money. Yeah.
I remember when he won an Oscar for Milk, I think it was.
That movie's terrible. I couldn't even get through it.
It's not my thing. And I don't mean to sound disrespectful when I say that. It's just, I don't like true stories, generally. I don't. Like, real life sucks.
Well, I mean, some of them are good, but you're right. Usually when real life situations get made into a movie, it doesn't hit. Like, for example, because he's from my hometown of Vallejo, California, I've been obsessed with the Zodiac case forever. On top of that, I'm in love with David Fincher. He could do no wrong for me, except for Alien 3. I thought was terrible, but I never seen the good cut of Alien 3, which everyone goes, "Oh, watch the good cut," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, where do I find it?" Anyway,
it doesn't matter.
It's still not as good as Aliens or Alien Resurrection, which I actually am the only person that defends that movie because I think Alien Resurrection is awesome. Probably because Michael Wincott is in it and also Chucky is in it, and also I like seeing Ripley beating the shit out of people with her alien powers. I think it's also actually awesome. But anyway, this David Fincher film Zodiac, which I should love, even filmed in Vallejo, California, and like places I grew up in. I'm like, I know that. It still sucks because it's based off a true story, and he was trying to be as accurate as possible, and it takes away from like directic license, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem with you want to make an entertaining movie, but real life's not always all that entertaining. Sometimes it's really boring, like the movie Wyatt Earp compared to the movie Tombstone.
Tombstone is far and beyond more accurate, believe it or not. I'm not.
No.
Yes.
No, they changed so much for Tombstone.
Hold on. Real quick, though, I'm glad you brought up Tombstone because, the director of this movie, Cobra, 1986, was the same director as Tombstone.
Okay, this movie we'll raise it up to a 6.3. Fuck it.
And not only that, but the funny thing is this director never, ever, ever directs alone. He always asks the crew, especially the lead actor, what they want to do, how they would like it be shot. That's why Kurt Russell actually directed 49% of Tombstone, and this director only did 51%. And in this movie, Cobra, it's the same thing where basically Stallone, because he wrote the script, did 49% of the directing, and then the director did the rest. So it's funny that you mentioned that parallel. Let me look up this.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't it? I mean, I
think so, yeah.
I think that I don't like it when directors are like, it's my way or the highway. They should actually go, hey, what do you guys think? I kind of like that. Now, if your name's James Cameron or like Coppola, then yeah, shut up and get in line. But okay, George P. Well, hold on. James Cameron used to be the best, and then Titanic happened, and then Avatar happened. But you got to admit, Terminator, The Abyss, Terminator 2, True Lies. Yeah, he was on a hot streak for a minute there.
For 10 years, he could do no wrong.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he became obsessed with the ocean and aliens, and then it kind of sucked.
Yeah, everything after 1996, 98. just sucked.
Well, I mean, in general, movies kind of were in a development.
Sure.
Like, right.
Well, the 90s is really where movies like stopped being good in general. Like they stopped wanting to make movies that were original. They were trying to make marketable bubblegum movies where you
oh my God.
Austin Powers 1, 2, and 3 all being the same fucking movie.
They were trying to make franchise like Scream and Saw and everything else. I just remembered it. My number 3, we need a sequel to Constantine, by the way.
Yay.
So there you go. Constantine, Vampire Lestat, and then, of course, Event Horizon. Yeah, those are the 3 movies we demand a sequel for, and they will be good. I guarantee they will be.
Is it bad that I want Matt Reeves as John Constantine, though? I mean, Keanu's cool. Don't get me wrong. I love Keanu. He's
as long as
Jesus.
As long as they keep the devil.
Oh God, yes.
But actually, Keanu Reeves was actually the one that rejected a lot of scripts for Constantine too, because he said it's too much like John Wick. Stop making it John Wick. You know.
Yeah.
So make it more like, the original Sherlock Holmes. Make it more like that. Like make it more comic.
Yes.
Yeah, make it more comic booky and not necessarily silly, but make it more like gadgety, like James Bond-esque, and less. We if we want to see Keanu Reeves shooting people, we could watch John Wick. We don't need to see that in Constantine.
Right, and I love that he respects that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's for listeners at home. I have a very deep love for the Constantine TV series because Matt Reeves just hit that on the head so hard and so perfectly. And I was like, this is what I want for the rest of all time. But that will never take away the enjoyment that I had for years prior to that, or 10 years prior to that, or whatever it was, when Constantine the movie came out. Because that was fantastic.
It was.
I'll never say an unkind word about that movie. Now, being a little older and knowing more about the character that I do, sure, it's not a great comic book accurate movie.
Well, here's the thing: is when we
it was still a really dope flick.
When we did a review on it, we said if this was a 6-part miniseries, it would have been way better because there's so much meat on the bone there.
Yeah.
And you turn that meat on the bone into a hamburger when it could have been a filet, if they just would have let it breathe a little bit more.
If there would have been a trail of death, they could have shown more in depth when the possessed Hispanic dude was going from the border, crossing over to the United States and then going into LA. That trek while everything's starting to die or get corrupted while he's walking up that way.
Yeah.
That would have been a cool story unto itself.
Yeah, it's kind of like in Diablo 2 when the Wanderer, everything he touches withers. And also if they would have had a little bit more of detective work from the the Constantine character, instead of just kind of figuring everything out because he gets electrified, and you know what I mean? That there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Actually, do some detective work.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, Batman it a little bit. Throw in some mystique and everything. That's why I keep saying if that was a 6-part or 8-part 30-minute series or even an hour series, it would have been a way better final product. To take that story and to cut it up into a 90-minute or a 2-hour action movie, it's gonna suffer.
Yeah, there was a lot of meat on its bones. It's like you said, kind of like Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing was perfect as a series.
Oh, you love your Swamp Thing. I know. It's funny because you always mention Swamp Thing like every 5th podcast.
I do. And I'm sorry, but the Jim Wynorski version is my favorite. It really is.
Well, I agree. I agree because it's
camp, but it's got all the monsters.
It's kind of like also too, like the original Daredevil on Netflix, the first season where they ripped off Old Boy, or if you watch the first season of Punisher, it's like, how could you do better than that? You can't.
Yeah.
The first season of Punisher is so damn good. And now Disney's releasing the next one. I'm like, yeah, I don't want Disney's paws over Punisher. It's gonna suck. I mean, I know it's already out. And the really crappy thing is I can't find Punisher on DVD anywhere. And I really wish I could. I think
Really?
I tried to look for it recently and I couldn't find it, but I don't know. Maybe I'll take a second look.
Are you talking about the series or the movie?
The series.
That you have to go to either Amazon or eBay. Generally eBay, I think.
Probably eBay because it's not on Amazon. But I love
there are no licensed copies of the Netflix series out anymore. They're all bootlegs.
Yeah.
And I will tell you from my experience working on Nostalgia TV that for as long as we have, some of those bootlegs are better than what the company puts out.
Oh, I believe it.
My best example is RoboCop. We got bootlegs of RoboCop, and it's in Blu-ray, and it's beautiful. Way better than what you see it even on Peacock.
You know what's funny is I have an old RoboCop DVD, and it's the best quality I've ever seen. It's like an older. It was like one of the first releases on DVD that I got. Like when DVD had the cardboard cases with a little clicker over it. You know, the plastic clicker over at the top.
Yeah.
And it looks great. Real quick though,
right?
Got to go back to the movie we're talking about, which is Cobra. I know we always talk tangentially, and that's why I love having you on the show, is because I actually don't like sitting here reading facts. But I really do.
Sorry.
But no, dig this. This is a crazy thing because we were talking about this movie being remade twice. Fair game. Did you know this movie was actually remade again in the 90s by Stallone? And I don't know if you've seen this movie, but it is a bit of 90s cheese, and it is amazing. Have you ever seen the movie Assassins with Antonio Banderas?
Yes! Yes!
Did you know that is basically a recut of this movie?
No, really?
The original script of Cobra takes place in Seattle, where if you know the plot from Assassins, basically Antonio Banderas is the bad guy. And then the good guy is Stallone, but they're both assassins. Stallone's an ex-assassin. He only does certain jobs, blah, blah, blah. And he's basically trying to protect this girl from Antonio Banderas, and it takes place in Seattle, and he tries to hide her out. But it's almost the same plot. And in fact, the original script took place in Seattle, and they even had like a train scene and all this. And I'm going, wait a minute. This sounds like Assassins. Which, by the way, I will say I put in my top 10 Stallone movies. I put it above Rocky 2. And I know you love Rocky 2. But I'm just saying Assassins is an amazing movie and no one's ever seen it, and they go, "Oh, that movie sucks." And I'm like, "No, it doesn't. It's actually great. Just rewatch it. It's fantastic." Antonio Banderas. Okay, okay, how about this? You can agree with me on this. Besides Desperado, it might be Antonio Banderas' best role. How about that?
Yeah, because he was so cool. He was crazy in it. Like, he was really hunting that lady. Like,
Jasmina. Yeah, and like when he breaks his own knuckles just to get out of the handcuffs, and then wipes his face like nonchalantly, and then like totally like there's some brutal scenes in that movie.
Yeah, and I've only seen it once. I saw it when
what?
When it first. Yeah.
Oh man, I used to own it on VHS.
Cash, but I don't have Assassins.
I used to own that on VHS, and I used to watch the shit out of that movie, and I loved it.
Yeah, it was totally cool. I really liked it the one time I saw it, and I saw it when I drove up here because again, I grew up, maybe 2 hours away from you, down south. I was in Hollister, but when I came up here to Oregon during the summers, I checked it out, and it was on satellite. I was like, "Oh, this movie's so cool."
It is so cool. You know what's funny though is Cobra not accurate at all. Assassin's very accurate with its gunplay and bullet count and everything else. There's not just like a car flies in the air and explodes. It's actually so. I mean, I'm not saying it's a direct sequel or a remake, but it seemed like there was a lot of things in this movie that Stallone wanted to do and put in the movie Assassins, like almost like it was his leftover chili, you know?
Yeah.
This movie actually had a video game tied to it for merchandise, but sadly it only released on the Commodore 64. And I did see gameplay of it on the the review of this.
And the funny thing is, the review of it is like one of the bosses in one of the levels is Arnold from Commando. Exactly. And he's got the two like fucking machine guns and but it's dead on. It looks dead on like Arnold, like as good as those 16-bit graphics can be. The funny thing,
man,
they call it the Commodore 64 because it had enough 8 or 4-bit processing chips to make it 64, but it really wasn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kind of like how like the Nintendo 64 was just 2 32-bit processing chips to recreate 3D, even though like PlayStation only had 1 32-bit, it was better because it was more, it had, anyway, that's tech stuff. I know, but anyway, good luck trying to find a copy of this game, but you can find gameplay on YouTube, and it's made by Ocean, and it later became the RoboCop game. They just took the graphics and reskinned it. Remember the RoboCop game? And
I almost bought that
at the pizza parlors and such. That game was awesome, man.
Oh, the arcade.
Yeah. The Ocean side-scrolling.
For whatever reason, I was thinking Data East put that out.
No, Data East put up the Super Nintendo version. That was later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was later. When it comes to video game knowledge, dude, I'm kind of like the guy. But I did a lot of playing with myself as a kid, as you know.
I do a lot of playing with myself as an adult, so it's all good.
It's all about the redheads. Anyway, moving on. This movie, even though it was pandered by critics, and even out today, it made $160 million versus a 25 million budget, which today is peanuts, but at the time was a huge return. We're talking 160 versus 25. This was Warner Brothers' biggest investment return ever until Batman 89. Speaking of which, it all comes back to Batman. Which is weird.
It's his birthday this week.
It is its birthday this week. You're right about that. Now I have some scenes that... and another fun fact to tell you. This has 97 deaths in it. It's only an 86-minute long movie. Sorry, 84 minute long movie, and it's got 97 deaths, meaning this might be in the lead for the most deaths per minute. And I checked it online via Gronk, and Gronk told me no. Believe it or not, Dune 84 has 186 deaths.
Yeah, but that's a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, well, no. They said for the theatrical version,
or 6-hour, whatever.
But dig this: who's worse of a bad guy? Cobra kills 42 people in this movie, but the Night Stalker or the Night Stabber, whatever it's called, only kills 33 people. So Cobra kills more people than the bad guy.
I mean, he had a bigger staff of bad people.
Maybe he was. Yeah. He used like, one of those hiring websites, and like, hey, I need you guys to have a high body count. This movie also, even though it's 84 minutes and they do a great job of montaging, there's 2 great montages in this. First one is Angel of the City, the montage where they're like going to tattoo bars and parlors and and then, he's like, I need to tell you what I need to know because I'm Cobra. Angel of the City. Ooh, 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 ooh. He's gonna be solving crime on time because we got a montage here. Yeah, what did you think about that montage?
That was pretty awesome. Once they got to the point where his wife was modeling and trying not to be in an episode of Electric Blue.
That was really ridiculous, wasn't it? Where she's like with like robots made out of vacuums and marital aids.
Yes. And you've got 87 minutes in this movie.
Yeah.
So we're going to fill like 5 to 10 of that with a montage of your wife in different ensembles and shit. Well, which is great. That's fine.
The thing is that the montage was actually it would split cut to Cobretti solving crime, trying to figure out. Who these guys?
But it could have showed him roughing people up.
This is true.
I appreciate her legs. She's got the 80s legs. She always did. She had the longest ones.
Did her accent annoy you?
Yes.
It annoyed me as well. Like I was like, ugh, her accent was insufferable.
That's why I can't watch Masters of the Universe, dude. I don't know how you can get past that.
Because I happen to think Dolph Lundgren's voice is awesome. It's like it's almost Arnold, but it's not. It's like
it has to reset every 3 sentences at best.
Anyway, and then we have another montage. Okay, all right, moving on. All right, I accept your comment. But I'm just going to say, yeah, but still moving on. Then we have our second montage, which is when it's at the beginning of Act 3 when they're fleeing, and it's the feel the heat, gotta feel the heat is coming on, because the bad guys are after Cobra, yeah. And in this, we find out this is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, right?
Right?
That was a little different. I was like, okay, we'll add this one to the list.
And we find out
I'm not opposed to it.
We find out his real name, Marion Cobretti, and he gives the best answer ever when Brigitte Nielsen goes like, did you want something tougher? And he goes, yeah, like maybe Alice or something. Okay, Alice
that was dope.
I like that too. I don't know if that was yeah, go ahead.
You know what that was a joke about, right?
Alice Cooper?
No, Marion.
Oh, okay. All right. Describe like I'm an idiot, because I am.
Well, what if I talked like this, Pilgrim? That's fucking horrible. All right, no. It's John Wayne. His real name was Marion.
Oh, I didn't know that. That totally tracks.
Yeah, John Wayne's real name was Marion. And he was actually afraid of horses because early on in his career, he got bucked off a horse.
Uh-huh.
He was like, F that. I'm never doing it again. You guys shoot me from the hips down.
Interesting. Did not know that. So like when we watch True Grit, he's not on a horse.
Correct. He's a big old sissy Marion.
You know, to quote Repo Man, John Wayne happened to like the guys.
That's probably also true. And he was a notorious racist. That Native American girl that he tried to punch, she was really cute, dude. That wasn't okay.
It's true, you guys. I installed 2-way mirrors in this pad as Brentwood. Have you ever seen Repo Man? I know you have.
I don't know.
With Emilio Estevez?
I must have.
No, you would know if you had. It's about Emilio Estevez as a punker. By the way, one of the best soundtracks of all time.
I'm sure I have.
And then he becomes a Repo Man. They're all chasing after this car that has bodies from Area 51 in the back.
Neat.
And it also stars the who's the dude that everyone loves? I always forget his name. He's in Aliens.
Raymond?
I'm sorry?
Raymond?
Yeah. He's like one of the roughnecks on there.
Oh, on Aliens. You talking about Bill Paxton?
No. Alien. Sorry, Alien.
Alien.
Remember Jonesy, and the chains are clanking in the background?
White or black?
Okay. Is that him? Oh no, he's the white guy. He's the white guy.
The white. Oh God, what was his name? Yaphet was the black guy.
God darn it! I'm gonna have to look this up. Anyway,
I cannot remember the white guy's name.
Anyway, he stars in Repo Man, and Emilio Estevez is like his apprentice, and it's a great movie. Hold on, I'm gonna look. Hold on, I'm gonna have to look this up. I can't believe you've never seen Repo Man. Again, 1984.
I have. It's just been like 30, 40 years since I've seen it.
Jesus, we need to talk. Okay, we need to talk about this. Harry Dean Stanton, that's his name. Harry Dean Stanton stars in Repo Man, and he's so good in it. If you've never seen Repo Man and you're listening to this podcast, do yourself a favor. Do not rent it, buy it, because this is one of those I need to rewatch movies over and over again. I own a copy. I've owned this on VHS. I had the special edition license plate version. I gave it away to my stepbrother Joe, which I wish I never would have done. And I also have it on Blu-ray, and it is just like, it is a fantastic watch. Emilio Estevez kills it. And it's funny because this is one of those movies that him and his brother Charlie Sheen were fighting over, but he ended up with it. All right, now I'm going to go.
What did you think of That Was Then, This Is Now?
That Was Then, This Is Now.
That stars both brothers.
Hold on. That Was Then, This Is Now. When did this get? 90s?
87, I think.
Hold on. That was then. 85. Oh my God. 0% on the tomato meter.
Oh shit.
0. I'm gonna have to watch this. Wait a minute. It says it. No, it's got Craig Sheffer in it. It does not star both of them. I think.
No, I remember. No, really?
It says he's not in it. It says it's Emilio Estevez, Craig Sheffer, Kim Danley, and Barbara Bacach.
I remember. I could have swore it was Charlie and Emilio.
No, you're thinking Men at Work.
Yeah, I remember that too.
That was the only movie I think they starred in together.
Weird. Okay, but that was then. This Is Now is a dope flick too.
I'm gonna have to check it out. If it's got 0%, that means I definitely have to watch it. Because I mean, it's almost a feat to get 0. You know?
Yeah, like I remember liking it, and I remember my cousin had the poster for it, and I was like, my older cousin was the coolest shit ever, so I was like, yeah, that movie's cool.
Yeah, I know. We all have that cousin. Shout out Hoodcast AF. Go check them out. All right, here's my problems with this movie, Cobra. And they're very few, but okay. You know the hospital scene, like which probably has the biggest death toll of everything, and probably the creepiest scene of the whole movie, right?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
How come the nurse tells, the main heavy, the night stabber or slasher or whatever it's called, you're never supposed to use the service elevator. You're supposed to use the stairs. But he's got a mop and a bucket. How the hell is he supposed to transport that mop and bucket around the stairs? And then she reiterates it when they land at her floor. She goes, follow the health codes. Don't use the elevator. Use the stairs. How is it possible for him to move around that bucket with the stairs?
Use the sink upstairs. Empty it downstairs and carry it.
Okay, I'm glad you're defending this movie because actually I thought, like maybe they only had one janitor closet. Okay, all right.
I'm just a natural dissenter. That's just my nature. You ask me a question, I'll answer it. If it's to get my ass out of trouble, I will answer it.
Did you ever notice that this movie probably ran out of money at a certain point because at the beginning there's Pepsi advertisements everywhere. There's a huge one in the grocery store. And then outside of Cobretti's house, there's a huge Pepsi sign. And then in Act 3, it changes over to Coca-Cola. In fact, his partner opens up a Coca-Cola Classic showing the label and drinking it. Did you ever notice that?
Shit. No.
Yeah.
So this has both sponsors.
It's like a Killer Tomatoes situation where they ran out of money and switched like mid-movie.
Wow.
Or maybe Pepsi saw how gory the movie was and they just switched. And also, there's a great advertisement where right by the Pepsi sign, Cobretti opens up a Coors and just starts drinking the Coors and then throws the can as a distraction. It's like there's 2 advertisements in one shot.
You can't go wrong.
You can't. You know why he's allowed to drink on the job? Because he's Cobretti. I'm the disease and you're the cure. No, other way around. I'm the cure and you're the disease. So I get to drink Coors. And when I'm done wasting a bad guy, I always reach for a Pepsi Cola. Wait, what? No. Oh, we're switching sponsors? When I waste a bad guy, I look for a Coca-Cola Classic because Cobretti likes Coke Classic. Because you're the crime and I'm the law. And you're a disease. You're like fungus. You gotta go away. I'm gonna marry the co-star. Not the bad guy. I'm gonna marry the blonde with the wigs. Because I'm Cobra and that's what I do. All right, enough of that. Okay. Why does the death cult and also the actor that played the main heavy, not Bridget Nielsen, but Brian Thompson, even complained. He goes up and he goes, "Hey, Sly. I'm looking at the script. can you give me some like motivation about the death cult? Like, why are we doing this? And he goes, you're just like Hitler. You're just bad. You just do things. And then Brian Thompson goes, well, Hitler actually wanted to take like the Jews' money and this and that. And he actually had like a plan. What is our plan as a death cult? And he goes, I'm not sure. And then the director goes, well, maybe they have like blackmail Polaroids or something. He goes, yeah, Polaroids. We should have a scene with Polaroids and a bunch of them. And anyway, Brian Thompson never got said Polaroids, but there were supposed to be, and then Brian Thompson actually came to Sly and goes, dude, I wrote up this 200-page manifesto of my character and why he wants to do this and why they sit around playing with axes in foundries, because that was never explained. And Stallone took a look and he goes, that's pretty cool. I mean, maybe we can use that. And none of it was used. None of it was used. But Brian Thompson goes, why? What is my motivation here? Why do I want to just kill people? And he goes, because you're just like Hitler, I guess. I don't know. But I have a problem with this too. Why does it keep cutting? It does it 4 times in the movie of these rich businessmen with gloves just playing with axes. Kevin?
Yeah, like it's a fetish thing almost.
But I mean,
why they're clanking them?
Why are they randomly just killing people? I mean, I get it. They're trying to kill the witness, but they kill so many other people that you would think that, let that one go away. We don't, No
witnesses, because they want it to be a mystery as to who the Night Slasher is. He doesn't want them to know that there's like 30 of them.
And here's the other thing that bothers me about this plot line is how did they get that really 80s ugly looking girl to like switch sides? And I mean, I know the original script, it was going to be the captain or the lead detective, and that makes sense.
Yeah, because you know who that is.
Yeah, there you go, right? And
that's the bad guy from Dirty Harry.
Exactly. Is it? Do you think they did the switcheroo at the very end because he was in Dirty Harry and they wanted to kind of like go, a swerve, bro, as Vince Russo would say?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, it might have been there for the swerve because for as a good of an actor as he is, this was not a great role for him. Like he did it just fine.
He's acting his balls off though. I mean, hey, Cobra, do you know you have an attitude problem? And he goes, yeah, but just a little one.
But it's always nice to see Uncle Frank.
No, it is. But
the Gemini Killer, whatever you want to call him.
I also wish they would have been like, hey, Cobra, why don't you get a holster for that pistol? You're going to blow your balls off. And he's like, but I got little balls. I love my Cobra button. I'm sorry, dude. I'm using this another. Like, the Cobra button is now established.
You can't blow off what you already blew off.
You can't blow off what you already shrunk.
But I can lift like a horse.
Hey, on 0 Point Reviews, did you guys ever do Demolition Man?
I think so.
Oh, damn. Did you ever do Assassins?
No, not yet.
I think that's my in. I think that might be my in back to 0 Point. I don't know. What do you think? You want to pitch it?
I'll have to see. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean that movie's amazing, and
I like it.
I like it too.
We just did Cutthroat Island, and I did not like it.
I know. I saw your review, and you were so bored of the movie that I actually fell asleep listening to your review in like 15 minutes because like you didn't seem too enthused.
I don't think I've ever said in a podcast so many times noticeably and not been ashamed of myself.
And it seemed like you were trying to, I don't want to say defend it, but you were trying not to hate on it as much as you did.
Correct.
That's what I figured. It's kind of like when we did Heavyweights, where I love that movie because Ben Stiller's character, and then after he's gone, I don't give a shit about that movie anymore.
Oh, he leaves?
No, Ben Stiller's character leaves, and then remember the fat camp is all fine and everything else, and
No, I didn't finish watching it.
Oh, it's fantastic, but only because Ben Stiller.
I just saw when he comes in, is like giving that like big old motivational speech when he first entered.
Yeah, the Percocizer, dude.
Yes,
Heavyweights might be the best Disney original movie, like, you know, non-animated of all time, just because Ben Stiller's hilarious in it. And you know, anyway. Okay, another thing I have a problem with this movie is, did you notice the Fonz thing where he just bumps the jukebox and starts playing music?
Yes.
And he's like, "You're gonna need a life preserver." And she's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "For them French fries." And then in a very Quentin Tarantino thing, it keeps showing her put ketchup on the French fries, and the French fries are underdone. It was bothering me. I don't know why it bothers me, but it bothers me.
Everyone's got their kinks, dude. We're not here to shame.
Well, I mean,
we can poke fun and laugh, but don't be ashamed by it.
I mean, the thing is I don't have a foot fetish per se. However, if females do have nice feet, I will look at them. It's just like a girl wearing cleavage. You know, if girls got like nice painted toenails and they have sandals on, I will look down. And I won't comment, but I will look down. And it doesn't get me off or anything. But then there's things that bother me, like tons of ketchup on French fries or hot dogs. It does bother me. I get a visceral reaction when I see someone eating a hot dog covered in ketchup and only ketchup, you know, or French fries. It does. There's something about it. I don't know what it is.
No, I mean, there's a variety of other sauces, dipping varieties.
Hey, you know what? Underrated? Guys, try your French fries in mustard. Like just good old French's mustard. It's next level. I'm telling you. It really is.
As well as your pretzels.
Oh, there's nothing better. You're talking about the soft baked or the small hard?
Both.
I'm with you, but there's nothing better than a soft baked pretzel. And what you do is you sprinkle a little water on it, throw a little you know, sea salt on there, and get you some or a lot, or a lot. And then you just dip it in mustard and like the chewy doughiness mixed, and it's all hot mixed with the that's so good. So good. So good.
I'm always torn between mustard and nacho cheese because I'm a whore for nacho cheese.
All right, hold on. This is gonna divide our audience. Are you talking about the fake nacho cheese or like the chemical crap that you get like at the convenience store? Because I happen to have a weird liking to that on a pretzel.
It's okay. I like Rico's specifically.
But you know, like when you go to a movie theater and you get that fake nacho cheese, for whatever reason, there's nothing better on a real pretzel. Like that fake nacho cheese, it just works.
Yeah, I'd say that's Rico's. That's good shit.
Yeah, I think it is too. I agree with you. Like, I don't know what it is. I think something about movie theater food, even though you know it's all bad for you and chemicals and it's causing you cancer, it's delicious. Like, I will always get, as long as it's beef, I will always get a beef dog if I'm going to see a movie, and I just dump onions and mustard on that mofo, and usually a little salsa and some of those pickled jalapenos that aren't really spicy.
Oh, so you just hate your ass?
No, dude. I take probiotics. My butthole is all intact. And then I'll get a pretzel and I'll throw it. Oh man, you know what? If I had a movie theater, I would have actually pretzel buns for my hot dog. That's what I would do.
Fuck yeah, man.
I mean, that's like doubling down. It's like, and then I'd pour nacho cheese and chili all over that beast.
There you go.
There you go. You check every box with that. Okay, my last fun fact for this, or a thing that bothered me rather, was when the scene I was telling you that actually Stallone wasn't even in, is when he's going, "Come on, pig! I'm going to cut out your eyes, pig!" Well, Stallone had money riding on a basketball game, so he wasn't there. But he looked at the dailies, and people know, you're smart if you listen to the show. You know what dailies are. He's looking at the dailies, and he goes, "We need to refilm this because when you're spitting, saying pig, I want to backlight your spit and this and that. And can you lower your register?" And so that like last kind of speech, if you will, even though Stallone wasn't there, actually kind of directed that whole scene. And I do really like that. But the thing that it bothers me is he goes...
The attention to detail.
He goes, "You can't kill me, pig. You got to take me in because the judge, I have rights." Why would he be saying this when dude just killed 40 people? Meaning Cobra just killed 40 people, and on top of killing 40 people, you're holding not one but two weapons. He's holding a sawed-off sawdy, and he's holding like a dagger or, like a huge crisp knife.
Yeah.
Like, he has every right to shoot you. Like, you've been shooting at him. It's probable cause, right?
Well, no, not at that point, because he's not threatening them per se. But frankly, let's be honest. And again, my father is a police officer.
Yes, okay.
From experience.
Let's put on our cop hats.
Yes, there were no other witnesses there.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very annoyed at that point.
Okay. Is there anything that bothered you about this movie? Oh, by the way, does this movie not have one of the best chase scenes in like the history of movies? And I think this might be the first ever movie where they do the turn it into a reverse on the highway and shoot a gun at the same time.
That was pretty cool.
That was cool. And Fast and the Furious borrows a lot from this chase scene. And in fact, a fun fact about that is Adam Carolla's favorite series ever is Fast and Furious. And this actually, I'm telling you, there's scenes from Fast and Furious, I swear, that are borrowed from this movie. And I will be tagging Adam Carolla on this episode. I want him to hear our commentary, Kevin Smith, on this movie. Because this is what he calls his daily cable classics.
I see. Yeah, this was pretty dope. And by the way, I totally love Spanky Ham. So, that's my ass kissing.
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen Drawn Together?
Of course I have. I love the girl, the Betty Boop girl that cuts herself. She's my favorite.
Toot.
Tee-hee.
This was pretty dope. There wasn't a whole lot about this that I didn't like. You just understand it for what it is, and you don't expect it to be like a glorious, drawn-out movie. You just watch it for the fun shootouts. You watch it for the bullshit action scenes that wouldn't really happen in real life. The bullet count that's astronomical.
Yeah. Also, too, by the way, is this not one of those movies when you see the cover, you know exactly what you're getting into?
Yes, it is.
Like, you see the cover of this movie and you go,
I thought it was going to be.
Exactly. When you see the cover of this movie, you go, oh, this is going to be. I didn't know it was going to be as horror as it was. I've only seen this movie 4 times. This movie is more of a horror movie than like, it's kind of like, that's why I brought up Silence of the Lambs. It's kind of like a cop trying to catch like a serial death cult, and like the body count racks up. I mean, like 97 kills in 84 minutes.
And that death cult only uses one gun. The rest of the time, they're hacking people up with axes. Yeah,
until the end when we see like the motorcycle craziness. But yeah, no, you're right. They only use melee weapons, if you will.
Except for that one guy at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Which was still really cool.
Yeah,
shout out to him for being scuzzy and creepy.
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for his skin though. He could have used Accutane. But yeah,
was Oxy-10 not a thing yet?
No, Oxy-10 was a thing. Accutane wasn't a thing yet though. But I feel bad when people have like like Andrew Divolf, who's one of my favorites in Wishmaster. I think Wishmaster, by the way, is better than Freddy. Come at me, bro. A lot of people. No, as Wes Craven's monsters, I think he's my favorite. The Djinn is my favorite Wes Craven monster, dude.
I'd have to watch it again.
Dude, you're going to have to. But you're not going to get a chance to for a while because we are going to be doing Blood Diner in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's right.
And then I am going to be doing my 4th of July special on July 1st, next Wednesday. You guys can be a part of that. Just jump on the space or listen later, but I'm going to do in my top 10. And Kevin, of course, you are welcome to join in that. However, I only want custody of you twice a month because I know you have so much other stuff to do. Speaking of so much other stuff to do, what's coming down the line in the world of Zero Point Reviews, Suns and Shadows, and etc.? Nope. I think he's taking a break. He'll be right back. Anyway, we're gonna get a plug for him before we get out of here. Oh, he's back now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I was saying,
my computer's blacking out. Sorry.
It's okay. We're gonna wrap up anyway. I just wanted to get a final plug out of you before we wrap up. What can we expect from you guys down the line? We know how to find you on YouTube. We know how to find you on X. You might want to reiterate that, but what's coming up next down the line for you guys?
So go ahead and check us out at Suns and Shadows on YouTube. Coming up next, we've got Pirate Month. We've been going through that. We've done Muppets Treasure Island, Treasure Planet. We just did Cutthroat Island. Next, we're working on the Black Pearl.
That's going to be your biggest episode. I'm going to blow that up, dude. I can't.
I think so.
I can't wait to listen to that. Actually, I'm not, and I would actually like to be a part of that. But I mean, I understand. But I know you probably already have guests aligned for that. But if you guys are going to do Assassins, I'm telling you, man, I'm your guy. Because I love that. I love that's like, you know how like John Carpenter's Vampires. That was one of the VHSs I owned that was in rotation all the time, and I love that movie.
Yeah, it was one of my first DVDs because I didn't want to share.
Yeah, there you go.
Everyone else had a VCR and didn't have a DVD player, and I'm like, really?
Right? No, I know. It was one of those things. I mean, I remember like my greatest purchase ever, and not even because of I was a gamer, but the PlayStation 2, I remember when I bought it, I didn't even buy video games for it. Like, I bought one video game for it, and that was Gran Turismo 3. The first thing I did is just bought a gang load of Blu-rays and just started collecting. Or, sorry, not Blu-rays, DVDs. And I still have some of them. And, but, man, when a format switch happens like that from VCR to DVD or DVD to Blu-ray, it's funny how you wind up with other people's leftovers, or you wind up with things that people can't play, and then you just inherit them, and you're like, damn, this is actually a great movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Sometimes it's a decent way to discover classics. I wish more people were open to doing that.
Yeah,
Lord knows my kids this generation aren't.
I know that's the problem nowadays is we don't have Blockbuster where you could just wander in and just go, there's only one.
Peruse.
And peruse. Exactly. Peruse and go, hey, man, I mean, that's how a lot of people found out about Toxic Avengers or Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Killer Tomato. Like all those B movies that you wouldn't even know about was all those little like home owned or Blockbuster like perusing. And you go, I've never heard of this movie. I mean,
this movie.
Yeah.
This movie is a great example of that.
Bingo.
Everyone knows the cover art for it or the poster art.
But no one's seen it. It is but I will tell you this, man, this is a great movie. Other great movies too that like, dude, Kevin, I'm telling you, I have a list of movies that we need to watch, but I can't wait for Blood Diner in 2 weeks. If you have free time, join me on my my July 1st special. It's going to be my 4th of July special, but I'm taping it in July 1st. We're going to talk about my favorite war movies, patriotic war movies, and go check out the Black Pearl episode. You know what? Let's try to make the Black Pearl episode gangbusters. Let's try to make it viral. I'm going to retweet it. I'm definitely going to listen to it. And you guys are filming that when?
We'll be doing that Tuesday.
Tuesday on live on YouTube, right?
Yes.
What time?
So
about 6?
8.
I'll be in the chat.
15 p.m.
I'll be in the chat, my friend. I swear.
So that is going to be, what is it? June 30th?
Cool. June 30th.
15 p.m.
All right, you'll see me in the chat. I don't know. Maybe I'll make enough noise and you'll shout me out or something. But I'm definitely gonna be in the chat watching it live. I do love that movie. I love me some Johnny Depp and I love me some pirates. I'm super sad you guys didn't do Waterworld though, because Waterworld is one of the greatest pirate movies. Just saying.
I'm sure it'll be that way. We'll eventually get there.
You should. All right, man. Well, hey, it's been a blast getting out of here. But before we go, I want to thank Kevin Smith for everything he did on this podcast. Because I'm Cobra, Marion Cobretti, and I approve this podcast. It's very good.
Because you're the gingivitis and I'm the toothbrush.
All right, guys. I think my Stallone's getting pretty good. I don't know. All right. We're getting out of here, guys.
It.
Thank you so much, Kev. All right, and we are clear. God, that was
Watch him.
funny.